Hello again, boys and girls. This is our story for Wednesday. In today's story, we hope to go to a little town called Nain, just in the bottom part of Galilee. Now, the day before the Lord Jesus goes to Nain was actually the day that the Lord Jesus was in Capernaum. In Capernaum, let me show you on the map. In Capernaum, the Lord Jesus healed the servant of the Roman centurion. You'll remember that is the place where the Roman centurion came to the Lord Jesus asking him to heal his servant, and he didn't want the Lord Jesus to come to his house because he felt he was not worthy. So then the Lord Jesus just spoke the word, and his servant was healed. So the next day, after doing that, after healing the Roman centurion's servant in Capernaum, the Lord Jesus travels with his disciples and many other people who were following him to the town of Nain. As they were coming close to the town of Nain, they noticed that out of the city, from the gate, comes a huge procession, a long row of people. It's a funeral procession. Somebody had passed away. A young son from a widow had passed away. A widow is somebody who has lost her husband. Now this widow now also lost her son. She was left all alone. They were carrying her boy, her son, to be buried. The Lord Jesus and his disciples, they also saw this procession. The Lord Jesus right away knew what happened. The Lord Jesus walks up to the coffin. He touches the coffin. And he turns to the mother and he says, "Weep not, don't cry." Lord Jesus had compassion for her. He felt sorry for her. As he touches the coffin, the funeral procession stops. The people who are carrying the coffin, they stop walking. And the Lord Jesus, he looks at the coffin and he says, "Young man, I say unto thee, arise." Now then, the young man who was laying in the coffin, it says in the Bible that he sat up and he started to speak. He started talking to the people around him. The Lord Jesus, he took this young man and he brought him to his mother. Now you can imagine that his mother was very, very happy. And all the people around who saw this, they were amazed and they rejoiced. The people thought to themselves, "There's a special important prophet that God has brought to us." They still didn't know that the Lord Jesus was the promised Messiah, the Son of God. They felt that this was an important prophet who had come to them. Now this, of course, was a very incredible miracle. The Lord Jesus raised somebody from the dead. Somebody was going to be buried. He made alive again. Because of this miracle, people in all the parts of Israel started hearing about the Lord Jesus and telling each other about him. Next week, we're going to talk about one more miracle that the Lord Jesus did. He did many miracles, the Lord Jesus, but we're just going to talk about one more. Also, the Lord Jesus raised somebody from the dead. Do you think you can guess who that's about? It's a pretty well-known story. So in today's story, in your writing, use the words funeral, dead, mother, and rejoice. And again, the story you can find in Luke 7, verse 11 through 17. You can call it Widow's Son. And keep up your good work. And tomorrow there won't be a story because tomorrow is Science Day. There are other activities planned for tomorrow. So this will be it for stories for this week. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be ready for our last miracle story on Monday.